I want to take you back slightly. Two things. The first one being, you mentioned that when your first business and how you had structured it, you made mistakes that typically first-time founders make. I want to just get to know a bit more. If you were to list some of the mistakes that you made in that process, what would they be?
So I think one of the most painful one and that I didn't do that really hurt us so much was insurance. Like not having like an insurance for our imported goods. So there's one that we lost that really hurt the business and we were not able to recover.
Wow.
And that was painful. So that is one of the mistakes. The other thing is like always having these systems and processes in place from the beginning always helps. At the time we started, understand, like I started in campus. So I was moving on vibes. You want products, we bring them, we sell, we check profits, margins, founder goes with whatever she's going with. So there was no bigger picture, was get location. Okay, you've gotten the location. In my mind, I had never seen myself
being a store owner.
Yeah, honestly, for me, when I think business, I'm thinking global business. And I knew the amount of capital required to be store owner in like multiple locations and how much that would be upfront. So I always knew I wanted to do like an Amazon for beauty products, but we have to have like systems now that would support that. Place. And now I also knew like if that's the route you're going, like what do you need to have to be able to actualize that for you? Is it more automation so that you can have a lean team so that you can be able to actualize that? So those are some of the things that you start thinking about as a bootstrapped founder. Like, okay, we don't have the capital to do this. How do we use automation to do some of these tasks that we are currently doing and might require a lot of human power to answer them? So, for example, if you get 50 people contacting you for skincare consultation, how would you solve that to make sure every person gets a personalized, good experience without delaying on time, without, like, they have instant responses? It means you have to use automation for that.
Yeah.
It means you also have to structure your business in a way that it can also be like it's like you can get on the platform, do that by yourself, get your results, and you're able to get your products. So the business mistakes your business faces, they're not really a mistake problem. They're not a business problem. They're a founder problem. So it's also like a lot of self-improvement, self-work, so that you can be able to be the version of yourself that will run that business that you want.
Just to spend a bit more time there and unpacking what you mean by the problems that you face in the business are primarily a founder problem and not a business problem.
So one thing is, if you struggle, let me just give a general example. If you struggle like with consistency as a founder, sometimes it might end up showing up in your business as well. If you're not a good manager of money as a founder, you will definitely see it in your business as well. That's why sometimes you see people raise a lot of money, and if they had not found like if they can't manage, it won't translate in their business. So when that happened, it was a lot of, like, it was me going inward and just checking, how did we get here? Like, how did we get here? What didn't I do? How did I show up so that's why we got to this point? What were some of the things that I didn't really focus on? Didn't I want to give up control so much that I had all these things on my plate that now I can't even be able to focus on them properly? Because that's also one thing when you're a small business owner, you don't want to give up like control. Your employees probably don't even know how much you make because you're scared, if they know, they will start stealing or something. There's like, you want to be the one who is making all the decisions pertaining your business, but sometimes that is going to limit how much you're going to be able to scale. And sometimes when the problems come in, you're going to be liable for most of the decisions. So if you struggle even with like, let's say, self-esteem, it's going to show in your business by how you're showing up for your business as well. If you're not showing up for your business confidently, you're not going to be able to break some of the barriers and all that you actually want. So for me, I'm a huge believer on some of the business problems that you're facing are actually a founder problem that now will trickle down to be a business problem. Because if the founder struggles with communication and they're not able to communicate clearly, you'll also see that in the business. From the team. Now, if the team doesn't get the communication clearly, then it will trickle down all the way to like the clients. I had so much energy when we started building Tui Beauty, and I felt like, we're going to change this beauty industry. We started looking at how this can be a very big thing. At the first time, the idea was not actually to just build as an AI that can analyze your skin and recommend products. The first idea was building an AI that can analyze your skin and triage you to dermatologists. But then in the chain, we started wondering, how are we making money? I'm now a second-time founder, so I'm more on distribution. How are we making money? How are we getting back money to the business? And we realized that might be... we either come up with a subscription model, and we also have to now partner with a lot of dermas. So that's something that we are still like
in the process of
thinking about, maybe later on in the day. But for the space we were in, I was like, okay, what's the simplest way we can now go direct to consumer before we can maybe figure out B2B way later in the journey, because we also need to keep training our models and all that. So the idea was to now do the diagnostics and recommend products people can easily shop. As a bootstrapped company, you're also checking at how are we making money a lot. Because now for us, having been in the beauty industry for 8 years, I know the products, like we would make money from the markup we make from selling the products. And currently, people do virtual skin analysis in Kenya, pay anywhere between $7 to $25 based, depending on where you're getting your skin analysis done. So I was like, okay, we can also offer that as a service to our direct to consumer clients. So for us, that was the easiest way to now like build around that. And I was like, okay, we validated this idea offline. Let's now just bring it online. And have as many people as possible using the platform. So we start building. We failed launching twice. I think I mentioned that.
What do you mean by failed launching?
So we had dates set for launching. So the first one was around February 2024. But come end of January 2024, we realized we can't launch. So that was a launch that has flipped because the product needs to be like we need to be ready to go to market, and the product needs to be able to deliver what we are telling our clientele. So we had to iterate the product a lot. And we now started talking to our clients and having them test the product before we can actually take it to the market. We had a cute WhatsApp group that we had clients on, and they were literally sending us feedback. Okay, yes, I got my results, or we are having issues here, or I would want this to be like this. I would pay for such a service. I'm having a challenge here and there. So we now had the clients in our WhatsApp group where they were helping us now in development of this product, because we are actually building this product for them. So we want them to give us the feedback on how they want their user journey to be like. So we did that. Second time, I was actually the one who told the team that this product is not really like ready for market. We need to take more time in refining it, because we also need to, because we have a CRM of clients. When we tell them we've launched, we are going to send them emails directly and notify them on WhatsApp as well. It's launched. So on launch day, we had at least 200 people did the virtual skin analysis within the first 4 days of launch. So for us, that was a very good reception in the market. And we were able to do that because of the CRM we already had. We carried our clients through our transition, and they were able to know like what we are doing. I wish now that we already launched, I look back and I was like, maybe we would have built in public.
Maybe it could have been different if
it could have been different. Like if it could have been different if we built in public. But now we want to now start building in public.
Getting yourself out there more.
Getting ourselves out there more. Because we're also like, we keep improving our product, we keep refining it. And we now want to now start bringing people along the journey of building a beauty tech startup. And maybe it might help somebody out there who's also thinking of building like tech solutions for the beauty space.
To be able to do that. I really like that breakdown.